Well, I'm offline for myself, so that's probably correct. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so is it running fluid but sometimes cutting off? Is that the issue? It's not lagging, at least. Alright. I'll go ahead and hope that was a singular correction. Bum, bum, bum. Yep, I did notice. It was on my end. Not sure why. So I was trying to say if you tie the reset routines of timers or whatever other reset routines you need to stats timers, you could get rid of the need for the player to Alt L. Alright, this was definitely worth the time investment. The cartographer has returned, sure. Hello Lupu, no idea how you plopped out of thin air. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Looks like it's the same Scylla. Ba-dum, dum, dum, ba. Alright, go again. Help, my notes. No one saw that. Bum, 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 bum. Wow. Can I do this without the table? I'm not so sure. Why? I guess you. What else would it be? You. There? Probably there. Didn't I have a text document somewhere already? Bum, dum, bum, 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 bum. I do. Dum, bum, 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 bum. The Twitch app Stream Manager has no information about stream health, I think. At least I don't see any. I wonder if you can configure it. Wouldn't know how. That's a bit inconvenient. The NN? No, wait, that can't be right. Wait, so capitals precede, right? Capitals precede and lowercase follow. So O should be an N, but M should be an N. Am I stupid? I need a table. Ba-da-dum-dum-bum. Ba-ba-bum. Bum-bum. Ba-da-dum. Da-da-dum. Are the results different from yesterday? Bum, bum, bum. NN? I'm guessing it's... I have to shift the other way around just because it makes no sense. Player? You, the player. Bum, 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 bum. May? Have? Bum, 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 bum. No, wait. Dum, bum, 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 bum. No, not noticed? Noticed. May have noticed that the numbers are actually the easiest part. Especially now. Bum, ba, dum, bum, ba, da, dum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, ba, da, da, dum. The music. Dum, bum, ba, da, da, dum. Ori. Bum, 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 bum. Has. Dum, dum, bum, da-dum, bum, bum, bum. No. Bunch of numbers. No idea. But yeah, that would make sense semantically. You will. Maybe I'm actually getting better at this. Or maybe there's just more numbers than usually. And that helps. Agree. That. Also more filler words. Bum, ba-da-dum, dum, dum. Some. Sometimes. Sometime? I have to actually look. Something. Oh, something. Dum, bum, bum. Has. The B in the middle is very common. Welcome, Thresh, because you could also use an uppercase Z, but I've only seen that once. Cosmic doesn't like to use the uppercase Z, so the lowercase b's are usually telling. But you will agree that something has... Always? No. Already? Already? Ba-da-dum. Been... Ba-da-dum. Bum, 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 bum. Has already been done. But you will agree that something has already been done. Have I translated it right? You, the player, may have noticed the music. Ori has no idea, but you will agree that something has already been done. So my guess would be, since the music changes after you do certain things, that the music could have told me that something has already been done in this area. But no, I am actually not very well aware of these music changes. At least I couldn't determine from the music which state the world is in. That would be my guess. This wall is gone. That makes sense, actually. May have been hard otherwise to get to the teleporter without the little trick that I used. Bum bum dum bum bum bum. Hey. Well, this arena is done, it seems. Da-da-dum. Da-da-dum. Bum. How is the geometry here? Weird, probably. It's still Ori after all. I can stand here. That's kinda neat. ceiling jump would work, no doubt. Alright. Wait, the pickup is gone. Wow, such tunnel vision. There isn't even a pickup there. Alright, let's move on. Bum, da, 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 da. Bum, 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 da, da, da. This bubble is free too. Have no. Have sentry, I guess, and grenade. No, I can't use grenade. I guess I could have broken it free with a sentry. Right, I do indeed not have a seed capsule. Could get up that bubble. Maybe there's a quicker way? No, maybe there's actually not a quicker way. Dum, bum. At least the pickup signs are all still there. This would be the easiest way to tell if something's done. I would have guessed so, yeah, but I wouldn't have placed a bet on it. Bum, bum. Bum, ba-da-dum, da-dum. Ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-da-dum, bum, bum, bum. Oh, yeah, you totally can store a glide jump from the bubbles. Well, now it didn't work, but I wanted to use it. So that actually makes sense. Oh, come on. Da-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, ba-dum, bum. Alright, what do I have all my health for? Time to boost through here. Can you break this wall with sentry? Probably not. Ba-da-dum, da-dum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. No. Don't think glide jumps out of water is the idea I'm looking for. I'm trying a buffered wall jump inside the spikes, but that's a bit awkward too. Could work though. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Alternatively, I can try going to the right wall. I have sentry. Would have to do it better though. Can certainly break this bubble free, for what it's worth. Bum 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 dum bum ba da dum bum bum. Okay, so generally the wall is a little lower than I expect. Bum 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 ba da da dum. What if there's just a standable spot, you know, like that? That makes it easier. twice. Thank you very much. Kind of surprised that wall is as hard to grab as it is. Bum 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 ba-da-dum dum bum bum. I'll try an additional sentry. Maybe I have time for 2 sentries. One to gain height and the second to cancel the knockback that I get from the spikes. No. That's a no. I can also just look around. Certainly possible. Oh, come on. No way this doesn't work. I mean, I can just come from above. Can I though? Da-da-dum. Doesn't seem very standable over there. Was there a dirty Luma pools in Fireball? Weird that I don't remember. Okay, that doesn't help at all. Dum, bum, bum. Not literally dirty, okay. Just a low effort Luma. Huh. Weird spikes on a weird wall. Can we go back to the underwater pickup? Bum, 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 bum. Bum. Ba-da-da-da. I don't think I got a good checkpoint, whatever, I can get it on the next playthrough. Bum, 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 bum. Huh. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, dum, bum. I don't trust my connection because my chat actually disconnects regularly. Does the stream also still disconnect regularly? Stream is fine. Okay, good. Then I'll just trust it. Nice. some cash. Nothing more, but I got it. And I can focus my thoughts on getting further up instead. Bum, bum. Dum, ba-da-dum, dum, bum. Well, this does react, but only slightly, because I'm much lighter than this physics object. Oh right, I can just throw 2 sentries. I can totally do that. Dum. I haven't really done them like that yet. I'll have to get used to it. Alright, half energy. Looks like there's a micro ledge here, right? But if I try to get that, I'll just fall down. Maybe there's a more favorable one on the right? No. If anything, there's one there. Glide here, jump there. Maybe I could use that to get up. But maybe there's an easier way to get up too. Bum, 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 bum. Da-da-da, bum, bum, bum. Wow. Fell down and then fell further down and then fell further down, and now I'm all the way at the bottom. I did the Turin method. Is there an even easier method? Bum. Bum. Key door is open as usual. Trial is already done. Looks like I can climb further, doesn't it? Bum, ba-da-dum. Bum, 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 bum. Oh. Your method more fun? Sure. Bum, bum. You know what would be nice? A keyboard shortcut to switch scenes between just the game and show the screen. That would make all the changes seem a bit more professional, you know? But infinite looping my OBS. I completed an energy cell. Yes, I realized that it's probably possible to set up that up. Actually, let me see. Is it easy by any chance? Hotkeys. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, I can set things up here. Rando, switch to scene, show, yeah, this is actually super easy. Show main screen. Alright, what will I put this on? F12? Okay. Up, up. Nice. Alright, let's see. Oh, right, F12 does do something. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. You can head bong a bubble over there. Yeah, okay. Sure. Then you're there. Oh, you store the glide jump? Wait, I actually missed the key piece. Yeah, okay, sure. I didn't know you can headbang the bubble. Not sure if I would have come up with the idea of storing a glide jump through the bubble jump. Good concept. Bum. Dum. Yes, you do know a thing or two about these bubbles as well, OMFQ. Bum, bum, dum, bum, bum, bum. Oh, I need more sentries. Bum, 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 bum. Did I ever post the solution of the dash strat there? I don't remember. Yes. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, it's an interesting process. In building a plan, though, you figure out things about the world that you've never seen before. And in presenting it to others, you share the knowledge. The second number is 1. 2, 1 is what I have so far. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum. I don't have a visual back check now on if my scene switches work, so probably something unexpected will happen at some point, but it's fine. Bum, 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 da-da-dum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. How will I get out of here? Well, I do want to get out of here. Huh. I mean, I could just teleport, of course. Nah, no need. Bum. Bonus orb! Clip it! Did I get 1.5? Or a half orb? Might have got 1.5. Bum, bum, dum, bum, bum. So that's probably... That probably can randomly happen, and I was very lucky. Am I correct? I found a tree. With this power, I gain more light from enemies. I mean, yeah, of course, do. I can, if you want, I can send you the dev version with comments, so that it's easier to dig around, because I think I just posted the minimized version, which is numbers, 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 numbers. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, why not? Now what? Hey, I don't care about the fish. Let the poor fish alone. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, this door is closed. glide jump off these? I would have assumed that you can. Have a good travel, and until then, home of Q. This won't work. No way it will. Oh, it does. Granted, I am not likely to survive. Oh! I was not expected to get that pickup. That's nice too. Do these still exist in the latest Dangerous? I'm not sure if these pickups still exist, actually. Not entirely certain. Wait, there's no need to go to the right wall at all. In fact, it's just an overcomplication. What do I do now? Bum, bum, bum. Maybe there's a standable spot over here? Oh, yes, there is. Kind of small though, not sure I can work with that. Oh, there's no pickup up there. At least I noticed a little faster this time. But oftentimes there's just no pickup. So bonus orbs where like you theorized this may be possible. And if you were pretty sure it's impossible, you just left the pickup out or something like that. I have a seed capsule. I should go claim that seed. I mean, the dev version is just what I work on. The release version is just a script running over the dev version whenever I want to release and removing everything that isn't necessary. Suddenly a memory comes flooding back, right? Because Quorlock has already died. I remember Quorlock very clearly. Panicked, deep down knowing what was probably about to happen. You did not expect it to be this sad. Okay, looks like the right side is blocked off. Ba-da-dum. Bum, bum. Da-dum. Three three two two 331123. Just save it. Bum dum bum ba-dum bum 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 dum da 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 dum bum. Ah, cut the music off. Oh, because it teleported me. Another memory? That's great. Oh, you remembered Quorlock? That's not a very happy memory. Was definitely a great friend. We hear Bulbasaur mumbling about something, but decide not to press on the matter. I actually wanted to listen to the music. I rarely do that. If you stay at Qualock, it plays out. If you go away, it instead turns to the Liverpool's finished music. Bum bum bum. Wait. Oh, my keybind can't work while I'm in the game because OBS doesn't run on admin rights, which suppresses the keybind. Okay, fair enough. 35 minutes for chapter 2. I mean, it just was a lot shorter, to be fair. Okay. I have a code for the door. I probably have to press it somewhere specific at the door. My first guess? No, I can't reach that door. Which is the next most likely door? This is kind of a door, but there's just many doors overall. Let me press it randomly and see if something happens. 3322331123. Up, 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 up. Door code entered successfully. Okay, maybe I just have to press it somewhere. But which door have I opened? Thanks for the welcome. Bum 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 dum bum. The map doesn't really show doors. What about this door? It's not a door, it's a statue, so that would be a little weird. But it's like a progression block? So it would also make sense. Just a random check if I can use bow or grenade by now. No. Bum 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 bum. Hey. Can you store a glide jump through the vine? No. Jumping off the vine is probably a jump internally. Alright, that's a no. Please leave. Moonwalking Baneling, yes, these do a lot of strange things. They're not very fun to lure or use, but luckily there's not many of them around. Alright, check this statue. No, it's not the door. And I mean fair, it's not a door. It's a statue. A bear is not a door either, I fear. Bum, bum, bum. This isn't really a door, right? It's kind of a door. It's closer to a door. I mean, this is a door. Maybe the door and the wall are open. Who knows? Bum, 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 bum. Can you call something a door if it's horizontal? Dum, bum. Like parallel to the ground. Okay. Not this door. Bum 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 bum. This would be another flat door, but really that doesn't seem very likely, does it? I never collected this ore, I should fix that. Bum 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 ba-da-dum. it's an ore nova. Haven't seen one of those yet. Never actually tried it on things other than Spirit Light. Or those pickups are glitchy. I wouldn't trust them. But it's fun. Alright. Ah, you can collect them while in the map. And have a laggy map. Fantastic. Fantastic. There's water pickups there. Completely forgot about those. I just never stood inside a Nova long enough, I guess. Hello, bear. I assume you're still snoring. Yep. Does the game save each frame on those pickups? I guess it does. Bum, bum, bum. And another. Boing. I don't know what actually hard locks it. But probably yeah, or he can't collect more than once a frame. A lot of Nova pickups underwater. Now I have 3 ore. Am I just getting ore? Silently? Where am I getting this ore from? Am I blind? Bum, 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 bum. Well, this is totally not a door. But I just don't have the right idea yet. I'm blind? Possibly. Would not be news, to me at least. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. How solid is this? Oh, it is solid? Not sure if it's worth trying to jump around that. Very close. Probably not openable. Oh wait, did I see a damage number? Can't tell very well with this wall. I think I'm just seeing the particles. There's really no way to tell, unfortunately. One from Life Path, yes, I do remember. One from Wellspring, and okay. The only one you knew was the one I remembered. Right, I'd wager this doesn't work, because the trick probably, after all, is still that the game thinks something would be coming from the left. These are all very clearly coming from the right, so I don't think the wall is breaking right now. Do not think so. Not this wall, not that wall. Well, again, those aren't doors. They are walls. There are doors here. Those definitely are doors. They aren't very meaningful and there's no pickups there. So not really a reason to check. Bum 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 bum. Bum da ba ba bum. I remember the code to the door. Well, I have context. I remembered the code to the door while remembering that Quorlock died. That would suggest a Quorlock statue, right? Or maybe this door? Something tied to Quorlock. But I tried those. Maybe I have to find something completely else in parallel. Who knows? And this doesn't immediately lead me further. Could be. Why have I not tried to collect this health cell? I don't think there's a reason. Other than I forgot. Bum 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 bum. Amulet Moki is not there. So that is in the past as well. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, da, dum, ba, dum. Da, ba, da, dum, ba, dum. You could probably break that wall, but there's really no reason to. Huh? Wasn't I standing on ground? Yes, I was. But I can't jump properly there. That's weird. Insight on complexity. Okay. No idea where this is going. I could get the pool seed first. I mean, that's never gonna happen, right? Because you want to collect a seed if you find a seed capsule. And unless you hardlocked the code behind Ori having the code, remembering the code, the same would still apply. And there's a pattern which I do like to use. Like if you do everything by hand and think about everything. Alright, the teleporting back to the correct place could be weird, but it would just be check against Daintiga. A pattern where basically I like to view everything as routines. Like, I don't know how exactly you did the half energy cells. Now those are a simple routine. Every second should give an energy cell. Probably you implemented them this way as well. I would invent a 9-0 location to put that routine on, and whenever I want a half energy fragment I would call that. And then I don't have to write out the routine on each pickup. And if I wanted to change something about it, it would be easy to do in that central spot, because nothing is actually tied to the pickup on the map. They all just call a 9-0 routine, which is then doing things. And if you design everything like that, it's actually not so complex to handle situations like that, because it's already in the concept that each of the seeds would call the same routine, and that routine could decide what happens. It reduces complexity in situations like that. So, is there a standable spot on the right? What I'm trying so far doesn't seem to work. Let me climb up a little bit on the left and then switch to the right. You don't like the routine concept? I don't know, it's just what I found for myself to work very well. bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. If only I could jump off that spot. I can stand. Why wouldn't I be able to jump? I guess I just bonk my head. So you don't really understand it. I always imagine it like this. So usually you place a pickup on something. Like you can place a health cell with a certain code. You can place an energy cell with another code. I won't be able to play doing that. And you always just have to write the proper 2 numbers. And the concept that I called routines would be you basically invent custom pickups. So for instance, you invent a custom pickup that is a half energy cell. And you can define that custom pickup as something like every second time alternating. It either shows this text or it shows another text and gives you an energy fragment. You write down 9O equals 120 somewhere. It's like the health cell and energy cell to emulate wisps. Yes, that would be a custom pickup. I define it somewhere and then I can place that custom pickup wherever I want. And the same you could do with the half energy cells. You define it somewhere and then you have a custom pickup that you can place wherever you want in one line. And triggering a memory through a seed would also be a custom pickup. And then it's already tied in the concept that since all the pickups that trigger a memory trigger the same pickup, the order of them doesn't matter. How did you do it? What's your concept? Oh, the energy cell and wellspring by the slime to open the first door. Didn't this tree open this door? Oh, you mean this energy cell? And this is probably the slime, you mean? Yes, it did give 3 different things. Oh, okay, I actually managed to jump off there. You probably can't glide jump off there because you're cryo jumping, but you can jump off. Why did I get that wall? Weird. It's all order dependent? That could mean a lot of things now. That is a weird wall, wow. When a player hits, give a message saying you got a half energy cell. Oh right, in that case, so it's like... So where you place an energy fragment are also one-liners, but you increment a count and you judge from that. Is that it? Bum, 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 bum. That's not so different, actually. Just that you... Ah, nice. I'm up here. Let me see if I can hit the micro ledge. Nice. Just that you don't use the repeatable Überstate in between. No pickups over here, where it's certainly reachable. Weird that this health cell is there, but these pickups aren't. I'll claim the autosave there though. That seems useful. Oh, those knocked me right. I didn't see that coming, because yeah, there are things in this game that knock you right. It's just near to none. This Muncher is one of them. Bonus orb, number 2. Bum, 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 dum, bum, bum, bum. Could you get up here, maybe? I don't know. Why not try? That works, I just have to do it better. Bum, 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 dum, bum, bum. That was not the right timing to get a glide jump. Bum, 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 bum. You can probably get up on those spikes quite a bit. What is this? Can't see. Okay, I'm guessing these plants are just decoration and the ceiling is a little bit above. Ooh, can stand here. Probably not useful. Now I can't even get it again. No, that wouldn't reach. Bum, bum, bum. I probably shouldn't be holding glide. While wall jumping, glide doesn't generally do much. And maybe it once again prevents the damage from knocking me upwards, as I observed earlier. It does help if I get knocked outwards though, so it'll be more risky to work without glide. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Dum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Ah. Oh, I feel like that should have worked. Maybe the structure of this wall prevents me from getting a buffered wall jump upwards. Or the nature of the damage boosts. Not sure if this will work. Bum, 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 bum. How far up do I actually have to get? To reach this wall... where was I? I don't think I could just jump off of where I was, but it's worth a try. Oh. No. Definite no. Bum, bum. However, I probably don't have to make the wraparound jump at the top of the spikes. At that point I should be well able to glide over to the other side instead. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, the wall is structured in a way that many times I get a wall jump, but I bonk my head, so I don't really get upwards there. Not really. Dum, bum, bum. Yeah, there I did get another buffered wall jump. I get them sometimes, they just don't help me. Alright. Giving up on this pickup for now. I very well know that I can reach the teleporter, so I could do that, I suppose. But I'm just curious which door opened. I probably want to figure that out. That would be rather logical. Haven't looked down here yet. At least this would be a door. Can I look down there? Yes, I have sentry. Of course I can. Spikes are not an issue. I have sentry. Bum, 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 bum. In which world is Sentry underrated? And Glide gets more known. I may have helped in that regard. And Time will have helped too. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, true. I did discover some new usages of Sentry that most of us probably won't know about either. So this is closed, and that is closed. It said door code entered successfully. So I just assumed that the door would be open now. What if that was just wrong and I still have to press the code while I'm at the door? That would be... able to trip me up. What was it? Door code entered successfully. I can enter it multiple times at least. Bum, 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 bum. Maybe I should have done that in front of some of these doors. Alright, I'll try it at the Qualock statue again, just because the code is so clearly messaged to be tied to Qualock. Ow! Nice try to thorn the already exploded enemy. Oh, you again. Ah, the explosion actually has quite some knockback. Oh, sure. Aren't all codes basically the same length? Because then I'm not sure why a code wouldn't just be able to reset by itself. Oh, nope, no debug. I guess it's much safer this way. Probably a wise move. Oh, okay, so this is the door that I am having a door code for. However, I only found, what, 4 ice stone fragments? Also, that scent actually goes to the door. That's pretty cute. Dum bum dum bum. So I'm not sure where I would find so many ice stone fragments. Bum bum. Is there some gigantic area that I've just overlooked? Or maybe I forgot half my ice stone fragments and I'm just missing one. Just as possible. Oh, that one's longer. Bum, 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 da, 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 3! Even worse. I could have sworn I had 4. Well... Guess I'll try to get to this teleporter. Bum, 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 dum. That's a thing that you could actually tie to Alt L design-wise, I feel like. Information about how many ice stone pieces you have. Most things are just annoying to have on Alt L, but I could see that working. Bum, dum, bum, bum. How did this go? I don't know. Oh wow, I took so long to respawn. Does that mess with it? No, it doesn't. Neat. Now how do I get up to the teleporter? True. I guess design-wise, I'd already considered it suboptimal that you have to press Alt-L, but yeah, it's definitely a very sane and secure solution. Unpleasant. Wow, why do you go so far in there? Bum, 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 bum. How did you knock me right? Wow. Some of these munchers actually knocked you right. Quite some of them in pools, apparently. But then how did I get in there? Lukewarm and inadequate. Wait, what? What are you trying to tell me? Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Surreal memes. Oh, I only have 3 sentries. But I don't feel like I had the time to glide jump. I guess getting damaged doesn't cancel your glide jump, so if I get my glide jump off, I could let it knock me back and then still glide jump. That's probably the play. Not sure where I want to initiate my glide jump though. Why do I have flap? Oh, I do have flap. Neat. Bum, 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 ba da da da. Bum, 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 ba da da. Oh yeah, that was a glide jump. At least these crushers always stay this way. Wait, do I have the teleporter? Can't I just activate the teleporter, maybe? No, that's too far away. Not sure there is a way to get this teleporter. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, da da da, ba dum. I mean, this is maybe possible, but definitely not pleasant, right? Dum, da-da-dum. I could see if Twill installs any of these teleporters now. Will the crushers just stay like that? No, probably at least the next time I quit to menu they'll reset. So I'm not supposed to use my precious flap? Did I understand that correctly? Nope. There is a weird dot above this. Not sure what that's about. Could further increase my resilience, but I really don't need it right now. Oh, I do have the amulet, but is the quest done? It actually doesn't look like it. It looks like I just have the amulet. Not that I could go there. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Maybe my skill level has increased to the point where I can collect this energy cell? I don't remember just how impossible or possible that was. Or if I even tried this with Sentry at all. Also, I wonder, since the seeds mark the story progressions, the next thing I'd expect is to get a seed, right? Maybe the depth seed? If it's something about this door, then it may be the depth seed. Could also be the reach seed though. Not sure how I'm supposed to get flap. Apparently I'm not supposed to have it. Or maybe I don't get flap and the bear just wakes up at some point. Oh, nice. This actually works. There were too many sentries on top of each other to tell me whether this was just precise or a stealing jump. But either way it works. Bonus orb, number 3. I'm a bit overpowered. That's always the problem with the bonus rewards. It feels good to get them, but you only get them if you are already a good player and then you get stronger to make the game easier. It's always this weird contradiction. Bum, 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 bum. I believe I still haven't tried to get this shard since collecting Sentry. Bum, 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 bum. Also, anything happening at Ofa? I think it changed since last time I looked. Why can I buy fast travel? Unknown resource type 9. Neat. Bum, ba-da-dum, dum, bum. Ow. Bonus orbs that decrease life cells? I mean, yes. That would be the logical conclusion. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I can stall here until the sentries break. Don't think that helps particularly much. Because it's just too high up. Maybe that's a wall? I don't know. Maybe. But probably nothing you can do with it. Oh yeah, it is a wall. That's weird. And it even helped a little bit, just not quite enough. That looked close enough so it seems worth to try a second time, but maybe not a third time. Bum, 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 bum. Actually slowly running out of energy. Didn't think I was going to see that happen, but I probably won't. I'm still over half. Oh, come on. Actually, that jump that I just had there, that pushed me away, that actually looked really good. Yeah, that. If I jump off a certain spot, I get leftwards momentum and don't immediately bonk. That would actually be a promising approach, maybe. Not sure if I can replicate. Nah. Let me look down here once more. I think this was very clearly impossible to do anything from down here. But it's been a while. What a weird wall. Do you see this? Help! I don't want to fall into the spikes! Oh, I see it now. For some reason I overlooked this collision. It actually all makes sense. Awkward. But yeah, it still doesn't seem plausible to do anything here. Bum, 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 bum. You can't get damage from those spikes, which might knock you off. Yeah, no. Proof Ori is a cat. Do cats have hooves? I don't know of a cat that has hooves. Does Ori have hooves? I always assumed so. I mean, it very much looks like it, just the way Ori stands. What else? Try and get this ore. Don't remember what was up with that ore. There's this round wall. I think you just couldn't get anywhere near high enough on it to jump. Bum, 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 bum. So you could, of course, preserve your glide jump even longer and jump up there. Actually, I see no problem getting this ore. Not sure. Not sure why this possibility just now comes to mind. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, it just doesn't really line up, does it? I mean, if it lines up, it's very barely. Doesn't trivially line up. I don't think I tried it off this micro ledge here. I would assume that I just tried it off this ground. That doesn't reach. But what about the micro ledge just above? Or he transitioned into a wall run, so he couldn't hope for a glide jump. Trying to find some kind of setup. Again, transitioned into a wall run. Can Cosmic please bust out his time machine and send these maces to the last century? That would be amazing. Ba, 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 ba. Wait, how many ones are that? Now I gotta try the code. It's definitely not doing something else or nothing at all. It's 10 ones. Aww. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know how I can avoid the wall run there. Only type 9. Maybe. Stop spamming Control Alt 1. I'm sure you have more creative codes than that one. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Ori always wall runs. Bum, bum. The problem is, when I eventually get this micro ledge, I'm never ready. Right? That's actually the only problem. Apart from the fact that it's maybe just impossible. Maybe I should just see if with better precision it's possible to do from here. And not jump right into the mazes. Bonk your head. Bum bum dum bum 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 bum. Bum ba-da-dum, bum bum. Doing a walking glide jump here seems difficult. Because it's so easy to accidentally coyote jump. You also walk downwards a slight bit, so it's probably not even good. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Dum, bum, bum, bum. Found my way. Now, what do I get? A new item is available at Twillen's shop. Wait, no I won't. I want to know what's at Twillen's shop. That was... I'm pretty sure that was from the micro ledge. No, wait, no. That was from the ground, because I gave up on the micro ledge. You're right, I did make it from the ground. teleporter. Teleporter. I now have teleporter. Fantastic. Oh, this one. Neat. Huh. I'm not sure the micro ledge is easier. At least to me it seemed very difficult. Bum, 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 bum. Melt the ice, my little butterfly. Huh? Why am I standing so far inside the ground? I can't even... I'm trapped. I can't move. Interesting. Yeah, there's always the chance that I've just got a random ceiling jump, and you can't actually make it without that. You never quite know. Fourth energy region. I should have stored a glide jump and tried to jump around there, but you can probably just do it here, right? Bum, 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 bum. How did I just jump through the pole? Weird. Sentry hop into glide jump, a sentry boost. Is there something specific to sentry hopping into a glide jump? I feel like it's just normal jump height, isn't it? Or have I overlooked a detail? Gives more. Are you sure? It looks the same to me. I'd have to investigate if it's actually more in any way. I mean, yes, it can be advantages simply for the matter of circumventing the input logs that prevent you from spamming sentries very fast. So you can get out more sentries total. But if this jump itself is higher, I'm not so sure. Turns out there's no pickup up there. No reason to put in any effort. Cartographer has returned. Indeed. Aww. Bum bum ba dum dum bum. Let me see if I can quickly figure out whether there is any additional height involved. Bum, 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 dum, bum, 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 da, da, dum, bum. Oh, right, you can't do that, I recall. Bum ba da 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 dum bum ba dum. Can't run the manager and the render. It's a bit unfortunate that these don't stack very well. Ah, Interesting. Oh right, because I started the manager on admin rights, I can't use the shortcut from the manager either. Let me see if it works the other way around by any chance. No, of course not. Well, it does say air no deceleration false. Nah. It can do some things, but those are probably not tied to the game. I'd have to investigate that in the base game, won't do it right now. Bum, 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 bum. No, that's also running on admin rights. Why is everything running on admin rights? Should just run OBS on admin rights too, and then I'm fine. Oh, you can't walk through this one. Oftentimes you can just walk through. That's the first. There's nothing here from Fireball. Okay, sure. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, ba. Bum, bum. Not even close. Still too late. Still too late. Still too late. I'll be curious about this one. Okay, yeah, pretty good. In case you're asking, no, this doesn't do anything useful. Ba-da-dum. Bum, ba-da-dum. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Bum, bum. No, that's totally not how it works. Nope, too late. Okay, so both timing and position seem pretty good on that particular attempt. Maybe slightly earlier? But it's also just a little bit random because of the sentry movement. Yeah, a little earlier. Huh. Maybe much earlier? No. Are there more random factors involved, or at least factors that I'm not aware of currently? Is there any variance in how quickly the mortar shoots? Bum, dum, dum. Too late. It's weird that the mortar never hits, right? No matter where I stand, it misses to the right. Why is it like that? Bum, bum, bum. kinda close. Blue Ori blends in too well, maybe. Okay. Yes! The focus actually helped. Now, that was too high. The timing is right, but the principle doesn't seem to work. The explosion lasts a while is the trick, I think. So if it explodes before the shot comes in range, it actually works. Yeah, like that. Right bag, okay. So let me place it farther right. I feel like then it doesn't work as well. The radius seems to be much more of an issue than the timing. The explosion radius is just really, really small. Like, I feel like that would have worked timing-wise, but it wasn't in radius. Well, those two worked in no way. Too late, I'd say. No. That must have been a radius problem again. Yeah, so the problem with the little radius is if the radius is so small, there's basically no room to redirect it in any other way that I've used so far. Like, also if you imagine it, the shot falls from above. How is it even supposed to get redirected downwards? It may not work at all, right? Maybe that's just the lowest redirect you get, realistically. So obviously you have to place 2 sentry. No, I'll go to the cartographer. Oh, such a long text. Alright, but I'm getting better. I got this. Bum 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 bum. Alright. This. This. It. Okay, it. Went? It went. Went from a spark. It went from a spark. Should it not get redirected to the bottom left? The whole principle, well, the whole principle was that the sentry actually explodes before the shot comes in range. Maybe it's possible to frame perfectly explode the sentry when the shot is inside the explosion. Then you could redirect in any direction, but if you follow the principle that I used that made it viable, where the explosion is actually beforehand, then I don't think the shot can get redirected bottom left. It makes sense in my head. Maybe it's nonsense. I don't know. It went from a spark to, I assume, to an open? Open? Bum ba-da-dum bum 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 bum. Flame. Now? Oh, that was right. Bum 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 bum. Now destinies. Bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum. Somehow I don't think this is going to become a word. Bum 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 bum. Now Destiny's canceling, definitely. Now Destiny's calling. Bum 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 bum. Out with? No. Wait, what? Out your. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Now Destiny is calling out your name. Bum, 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 bum. So reply. And ignite, I would guess. Yeah, that fits. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, da-dum, bum, bum. Six. Three. 6 threes and... I've seen so many ands, I know them by now. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. 4. 6 threes and 4. Definitely codes don't have the same length. Once. Bum, 6 threes and 4 ones. Bum 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 ba-dum bum bum bup 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 bup. Nope, have to reset first. Bup 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 bup. No? Wait, did I mistranslate? Six threes and 4 ones. Maybe I just can't type. Okay, something changed. Spell activated. I think it heated up. Yes, it did. What does that do? If it heated up everywhere, then that certainly does do things. Wait, it's cold again. Oh, it's just for a brief moment. Fair enough. Bum. I feel like after you enter a code, could be a safe time to reset the combination lock, right? That wouldn't screw with anything, would it? What did I get up here? Oh right, I have a teleporter there. Well. Bum 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 bum. actually works. Can screw with things? Can't imagine the scenario right now, but might be there is one. Nice, alright. I can now collect the Reach Seed. Twillen has 4 teleporters to sell, right? So probably this pattern will continue. He'll sell like the Depths teleporter, a Wastes teleporter, maybe? I'll see. Maybe F12 wasn't the best key. Ooh. Bong.
Yes!
Hit.
Ah.
Nice. Couldn't get that one. Luckily there was another way. I deal so much damage now with Ancestral Light and everything. A new item is available already. Bum, 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 bum. Ha! Somehow I doubt I can get up here. Okay, it's perfectly safe here, don't worry about it. One-sided spikes, sure. Reach has many of those. But what I'm actually looking for is not one-sided spikes, but quite simply a ground to stand on. Nah. Well, what do you want me to test? I didn't have a sentry left over, but it looked like I could have stood there if I just didn't move. Does Torch relight the Moki's campfire? Ha! Chat, everyone who's here, what do you think? Will Torch relight the Moki's campfire? What do I think? I'll be among the yes-sayers. Yes, Torch will relight the Moki's campfire. OMFQ is a naysayer. Okay, okay, fair enough. One bad to another. Oh, come on, surely there are more people able to make predictions. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Ba-da-dum-da-da-dum-bum-bum. Hello, Moki. Will I share your campfire? What are you saying? A gust of wind could blow it out? Oh, really? Huh, you're right, it is blown out. But first I wonder, can Sentry relight it? Yes, very nice. Now I'm rather faithful. Torch will too. Bum, bum. Oh, no, I lost. OMFQ, you win the bet. Dang. Even Sentry does it. Torch does not. Bum ba dum bum bum. Blop. Why did I put out your campfire? It will freeze to death. Don't worry. Bum 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 bum. Ow. No, heal first. These spikes are so random. Sometimes I'd rather have them just hit me normally. Ah. This is like worth nothing. I'm doing this so I can open the shortcut to the teleporter, but getting back here is trivial. And I have both a new teleporter as well as a seed inside. So I should probably just progress the quest line, you know. Like, what are these spikes? Makes sense, please. You can kind of climb the back of this. I didn't know that, but it doesn't lead anywhere. Maybe you can just wrap around, use Bash on charged light bursts. Huh. Never would have thought. Probably you can wrap around with a sentry. Mouse 3. You tried a lot of these. You're probably the most knowing person about these icons. Oops. Imagine not even looking at the game while trying to stall on a ball. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Bum, da-da-dum, ba-dum-bum-bum. Did the sentry start shooting on the crystal because I was nearby? Is there a sort of aim on these? Okay, I don't anymore believe that this works. Let me see. maybe it just shoots more rarely if I place it up there, because it only shoots when it happens to move towards the energy crystal. It seems more likely. Alright. So first I want to try the seed. Then I'll see which teleporter I can buy next. Will I run out of money eventually? Maybe. Oh, this is not actually... Oh no, I just have to pass this one again. Already forgot. Sure. This is not a safe place to stand. Burp. Nah, just light it from the other side. Well, that didn't work. Why is the message box weird? With this power I can cling to walls. Sure. With the kinds of tricks I've been doing, that actually sounds decently useful. Suddenly a memory comes back. I have no idea where I am. Oh wait, I can't. Seems this is more of a vision than a memory. Cannot jump, cannot use skills, cannot do anything, so it is. Oh no, I can do something. Oh, oh, whoops, sorry, I didn't mean it. Sorry, help! Bum, bum, dum, bum. Oops. Yes. What is this place? It seems more of a... Oh no. I destroyed the immersion. Ori! A chill runs right down your spine. Okay. Remember the tablet in Windtorn Ruins. Rough news. Time to rest on this bench. Why the heck would I do that? I wonder, can you glide over to this tree? Nope. Probably not useful, but I can melt this ice. Ah, maybe I could have actually wrapped around there using the energy crystal. Oh, it's not slow respawning, but it's not super fast respawning either. This area is now iceless. Huh, iceless as a term actually makes sense in this game now. I wonder if you'll find some trick that you can reasonably name iceless. Bum, bum. That link literally has my name in it, true. Alright. A glorious stupor cormorant failfish. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, da-dum. A couple of rules, like with any language. Alright, I gotta pause the game. There's a couple of rules, like with any language. I don't like sticky. No, it's sticky. Who likes sticky things? Why would you like sticky? Well, I still don't like sticky. It's literally sticky. You get stuck everywhere. Bum, 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 dum, bum, bum, bum. There's a couple of rules, like with any language. I wonder what the context was. There's a couple of rules, like with any language. What? What were we talking about? Oh, I'm probably still not supposed to have flap. Alright, no point trying to get out of here. I should go check Twillin. Could just be Qualox Hollow, honestly. Although that would do a bit much. Ah, it's not Depths nor Qualox Hollow. Well, what then? Turns out it's East-West Teleporter. Nice. Bum, bum. Well, I assume that won't take too long. Golek ore number 4. A fitting place to find it. There. Also, I just realized, if the seeds are story progressions and Depths is empty, that means either empty areas will have their pickups appear. Yeah, most likely. That's what I'll go with. Wait, do I have the key? Yes. Since when do I have the key? Probably since forever. I remember it being there since a while. 4. That's not very impressive. It will take a while to open Qualox statue. Alright, so in a way that's a dead end, but there's probably more to try and reach still. Haven't done all that much. Like, I haven't even collected this underwater pickup, that's an obvious one. I could use my spell to unfreeze the tongue below the teleporter. Welcome to chapter 4. Why yes, thank you. Bum, 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 bum. rupees. Alright, something I always wanted to do is get frozen under ice. Oh, you can't do that. You actually die. Now I know. Oh! It's an orb! Just before it was rupees. No. There's nothing here. Well, I would rather have had my money, honestly, but sure. What else? There's definitely more. Why haven't I collected that orb? Because it's so forgettable. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, some money to be found. I guess I can try to get the ore over there again. Why not? I like the spell mechanic, although I find that you have to press a bit many keys for it. It would be smoother if you had to press less keys. Bum, bum, dum, bum. Like maybe so it doesn't lose security. If you have to input the entire code once and then you obtain the spell ability, but then there's some shortcut with just 2-3 presses. Bum, bum, dum. Energy region 6, sure. Bum, bum. Well, I already tried and failed here. Bum, 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 bum. I mean, yeah, it's just not particularly pleasant changing things around in an existing Quando. It's totally not necessary either. Just saying that would smooth out. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, I think I get what's happening there. You see how some of these spikes are further into the wall at that location? I slide down and hit those spikes is probably what happens there. Yeah, probably. And it happens all the time. Understanding does not quite yet help me avoid it. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. If I make it consistent, I can work with it. Alright, I was disconnected from the chat. Let me catch up. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Why is it only 1, 2, 3? Because Aiko only gave us 3 binds. I guess we could request more. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Bum, da-rum, da-rum. Oh, no one's gonna know what that means. And I don't plan to give it away. I just can't work with these spikes. Wow. Could work better with them before, not sure what I'm doing differently. Okay, I don't understand the spikes. Understanding them was merely an illusion. Also the camera with that lizard over there. Bit annoying. Oh yeah, kill the lizard. Alright, what else is there to do? This seems like a reasonable way to go, but what else? Dum, bum, bum, bum. Probably nothing here, I'd guess. Wait, let me drink something. Probably nothing here, I'd guess. Bum, 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 bum. I have not actually gained additional skills since quite a while. 4 out of 8 ice stone fragments won't get me through the door. I have the code down somewhere, right? So I don't run into the problem of forgetting the code. Yes, I do. I gained sticky. True, true. Maybe I should try to use it. Maybe it's useful, you know? It's still sticky, but maybe it's useful. Stick to the walls, to the spikes? No? The sticky not work on spikes? It's just spikes, you don't have to fear them. I guess not. Nope. Sticky doesn't stick. What is the enemy doing? Wait, I didn't look. Oh, it's freaking out because it's getting killed, probably. Spikes? No, the sticky not work on spikes. It's just spikes, you don't have intense stare. Just gave me an intense stare through the wall. And danced before, okay, I missed that part. bum, bum. Sure. I'm doing more consistently these late attempts, I feel like. More often the same thing is happening. I'm getting up, and then I sentry a bit too late for the last damage knockback. So yeah, I'd expect to get consistently onto this plant at some point. It's learnable. Alright, finally the enemy's gone. Okay, and here I can stay. No going through. What? What? Okay, I climbed into some awkward nudge. Sure. As I said, soon enough. Getting up there shouldn't be hard. Huh. Blind Forest stick is actually more useful for situations like that, because you can more easily slide down slowly, I feel like. Alright, I think I got this now. Now I can give regular attacks so that you can do that wraparound. Where are the wall jumps? Getting gobbled up by head bombs, it seems. Bum, 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 bum. Oops. Damn. Forgot to turn it off. And the enemy is there again. I actually don't like sticky here. It doesn't really work for me. It doesn't really make it easier to coordinate because it's additional button presses. moment I was consistent. And then something changed. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's just, I don't know, too precise to uphold consistency. Maybe the door is just open, you know? I never checked. Maybe it's just open all this time. You never know. Bum, bum, bum. No, it's not. Dum, bum, bum. Could try this ore, really. Did I go? No, I already went that twice. Already gave it the second try. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, then what? I still never collected this. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Should you be able to do something? Like, I don't know, maybe glide from up there? Who knows? Worth a try. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Alright, so this is the autosave I'll be working with. Let's see that actually. I wonder if reloading there despawns any of the tentacles. That would be useful. Gently. Nope, doesn't. Bup, bup, bup. No, actually there's no way that works. But maybe line knowledge will like increase to the point where I can just try from down here again. Oh, it's definitely possible. As long as you can touch this edge, you can solve through ceiling jump. Okay, already got 2 ceiling jumps here, they just didn't go anywhere. Is one of these too higher? Can't really tell. Okay, was solvable through good timing. No ceiling jumps needed. It's nothing. It's literally empty. Okay then. Bum 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 bum. Alt 3, Alt L. Oh wait, can you wrap around here? Yes. That's neat. Now I'm up here, what do I do with that? Drop down again, obviously. Wow, that was a bit of a fluke getting up there. Oh. Well, even if I got up there, I'd probably have the same problem again, that wrapping around with Sentry doesn't seem to work all that well. Oh, I never even got up here. I could do that now. Can I do something here? That. Okay, this thing can be moved quite a bit. And I think it's actually collision that moves. Ah no, the collision stays in place. It just looks like it moves. Okay, fair enough. That's probably why these are so weird to deal with too, because their visuals move, but the collisions don't. What if there's a wall to the right? I don't actually know that. Okay, there is some kind of wall. Weird. Bum, bum. I still feel like it's the same. Don't think there is a boost to the jump if you do it after a sentry. Ah, sentry limit. What if you could do a wall jump boost there? So ninja jump off of a sloped collision. Or rather, an angled collision. Doesn't really look like it. Maybe a little bit. Okay, maybe this doesn't work. The walls aren't very forgiving. Many of the walls I can't seem to jump off. And this branch just pretends it's moving like crazy. Which doesn't really help the situation. Like, I think the lower part of the wall that I'm trying to reach just doesn't work. I do suspect so. Even if I could somehow get a glide jump below this collision, I don't think it would do much. This wall is sloped the wrong way, that doesn't really favor micro ledges. But it's funny that you can get up here at all. And something to keep in mind. Although I'm already kind of at the point where I'm running low on possibilities. So not sure for when I want to keep in mind. But there's still the chance I just stumble across something somewhere that I've completely overlooked. Both of these I'd consider maybes. Yes, I do at this point have infinite sentries. A ton of health, not quite unlimited yet. Bum, bum, bum. Hum. Now what do? Ask Ofa.
What and no?
Bum, bum. Sentry going all the way back to week 1 has been a very potent skill. However, it's important to know that it in itself can also be very handy, especially in mid-air. I'm not sure about that last one. Not sure if true. Actually, well, I've seen that one before. You can glide jump from micro ledges. True. Glide water jump are impossible. It seemed that way to me as well, yes. And thus these jumps are not mandatory. I mean, if they're not possible, then they can't be mandatory, right? Yes, true. Sentry can light ice, it cannot light fire pedestals. Sentry can redirect projectiles. Well, I'm told this, so I'm probably supposed to use it. Anywhere else where I could attempt to redirect something with sentries? Was this a Nova, or did I just never collect this pickup? Could both be. Nova. Okay. Went up there, but yeah, right. I don't think I got close. The spikes there were the problem. Those were difficult to deal with. Can swim through there. Couldn't quite get to the teleporter. But there's still many possibilities. It's not like I can tell clearly I'm supposed to progress here. I think I was actually unable to get this. That was not checked yet. Maybe that changed. It's weird how out of the glide jumping animation you don't immediately grab holds. Alright, so yeah, one problem was you couldn't really carry a glide jump from falling up there because you drop through a semi-solid. It doesn't quite work that way. The highest ground would be here, actually. I've been here with Sentry. It just didn't help. I think you can probably solve through ceiling jump with pretty much any ability, maybe even ability less. I'm not sure I want to. Oh yeah, there was one. Okay, weird push to the left. some collision there. I can redirect you in that way. Okay, now I know the spot somewhat. Yeah, okay. Next time I'll be ready. I was ready. Okay, one more chain. Bonus orb. Number 4? I believe number 4. Bum, bum. Well, that was easier than many things I've tried, right? So maybe I'm not execution locked. I'm just thought locked, knowledge locked. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, the sentry is really good because the slight upwards boost it gives can line up ceiling jumps. I imagine that makes it a lot easier. Bum, 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 bum. Why have I never really tried to get this ore? Couldn't it be possible within the time of having flap? Maybe. Bum. Oh, I have fake flap. I mean, I didn't cheat for it, I just have it. Bum, dum, dum, bum. Ow. Oh, that wall is far inside the spikes. I guess if I trigger this right here, I lose flap again. Probably? Soon enough? Yep. My poor flap. Well, that timer is kind of weird. I feel like you can't immediately regain it. Like right now... Well, apparently I gained it very briefly. This mechanism is weird. Well, the timer counts while I'm pausing, so I definitely shouldn't pause. I should, however, figure out how far right I have to go. Okay, where is this? This is like... left of this rock. Pop. Alright, sure. Dum. I mean, you can get 2 bubbles. That's the only thing I need to try around here. 2 bubbles. Working out visual cues just to go too far anyway. Okay, sentry limit was a bit troublesome. I guess I could throw 2 sentries, then try to go to the left wall. Ah, I think I got the flap again. Probably the explanation is quite simple. You don't have the generalized timer setup, so timers keep counting reliably, and I would wager that I autosave before the timer is done taking flap away. And when I respawn there, the timer doesn't continue counting because there's no system in place to ensure that timers resume counting. I have like a boolean überstate per counter, basically. And whenever I activate a counter, I set the boolean to true. Whenever I deactivate it, I set it to false. And then on starts, there's checks against all the booleans to resume or stop timers where needed. I don't think I actually triggered it. Oh, and what I'm experiencing there is when I run into it, the timer resumes, but it was already really low, so that's when it takes it away. Right away. Okay, it all makes sense. Ah, okay. Did not quite get it. Okay, so as I said, I should throw 2 sentries, then move over. It's hard to avoid the hit while going out of the spikes. But maybe I don't have to avoid it. Not a bonus orb, just some money. Okay, one more pickup out of the way, out of the thoughts. Well, Wellspring seems pretty clear, right? This was on Nova. This is Water Dash locked. Haven't tried everything here, but it just seemed harsh. This is checked. So yeah, Wellspring has this right here. I never tried to get up here just because it seemed kind of pointless, but I guess everything should be looked at. Yeah, it's just a lot of air. I don't see no micro ledge here. Ah, clearly you have to ceiling jump 3 times and then you're up there. Ah, don't even get the proper momentum. Nope. You really don't. You do get the boost, but it would be a glide. The speed wouldn't last long. So I don't think it could get you over there by any means. Okay, the ceiling is pretty flat, so you can't glide from the right somehow. Yeah, no, I think it made sense to not think about this. I'll resume not thinking about this. Glades had some things, these 2 pickups. I never checked if this is open. That would be kind of stupid though, and I don't expect it to be. I'm not supposed to have flaps, so no way to light this. I don't want a trick with a long series of ceiling jumps. Thank you very much. Bum, bum, dum, bum, bum. I really haven't tried much with this ore, to be fair. Could do more. And getting up here is just tempting because there's many pickups, although I guess there wouldn't be a way to collect this, pretty sure. I could break this one-way wall from the wrong side, should be able to get this shard. This? I don't know. I can't get up directly, I'd have to travel around here somehow. Probably this I couldn't get either. So actually getting through here may not yield me much, because then I couldn't get to this lantern either. It would basically just be this pickup. Maybe it's not as tempting as it looks. Bum, 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 bum. I mean, this teleporter was among the last things I was given. And then what did I get? I got a Golek ore. And then I built the houses. Did the houses give me something? I think they gave me an ice stone fragment. So yes, that's why I concluded that progression line in my brain. Bum, dum. Wow, I have 2 ancestral lights. I only remember collecting 1, but sure. Bum, dum, dum. These areas are all empty. Bum, bum, dum, bum, bum, da-dum, bum, bum. This is another pickup that just always looked out of reach, so I never actually tried. What could you conceive of doing there? There's 2 enemies, but I don't have much interaction with enemies. Okay, this is way over to the right. This is the highest point. And you can't do much off this wall because it's very small. A very small wall. Don't think the enemies help. Yeah, and that's about it. I think it was also correct to not think too much about this location. Bum, bum, da-da-dum. There's still a possibility that you can break this wall from the wrong side. I didn't try much because it's weird with me being unable to see the wall's health. I have more damage output now, I suppose. So if it works at all, it would be more realistic now. I guess I can go there. Quick check, this floor does exist. I mean, it was on the map, right? Dum, bum, 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 bum. have damage values on, right? But I don't think I would be able to see them anyway. I guess reasonably I'll just place sentries in all conceivable positions and, I don't know, there's a rotation that works, some of them will hit the wall. Constant random shots, but I don't think this wall will heal. No, seems like it just doesn't take damage, because it's too far to the left. The game can reliably detect that I'm trying to destroy it from the wrong side. I'm actually kind of not really sure thinking about it. May not go that long. Ow! My ears! Alright. So, assumptions. I assume that I can't break this wall. I assume that I can't reach this or this or this. Under these assumptions, there is nothing to do in Inkwater Marsh. And I assume that 4 out of 8 ice stone fragments won't get me through here. What else? This is possible. I assume that I can't get these. I won't make an assumption about this, so I have 2 possibilities in Luma pools. I won't make an assumption about this shard. I will assume that this is impossible, so I have 1 option in Wellspring. I would consider this ore as well as getting up here an option in Reach. I would consider these 2 options in Glades. That's still quite a lot. Where do I start? I'll go pools again. There's no hints that I haven't used, right? No hints just lying around. Oh well, there is this. The first number of the alpha code is 2 and the second number of the alpha code is 1. I would assume that there's more numbers I have to find, though. That's the only hints I have lying around right now. Maybe the spell... No, the spell that won't do anything outside of reach. That would just be weird. Spell activated. All it does is eat. Right, I did a wraparound there, that's how that worked. And these spikes were my issue. I don't want to upgrade my resilience further because I've recently frequently had to spend money on teleporters, and money isn't that easy to come by in this plunder. Bum, 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 bum. I don't really have new ideas for this, I must admit. The problem is still the same. There's a large part of this wall that you can't wall jump off. And with all the spikes around, it's hard to try and work around that. Because they knock you around and cancel anything you try to do. I think there's a usable grounded spot where you could blind jump off either. Okay. Okay, so I think the best possible timing to still have control is to sentry slightly before you get hit. Which is contrary to my muscle memory. My muscle memory is sentry after I get hit. But I think that's suboptimal. I want to try around more with sentry shortly before I take damage. Whoops. Bum, 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 dum, bum. Doesn't it look like there's a collision nudge here? Like there's this wall, and then there's a sharp spike inside. Maybe I'm just jumping into that all the time. I never looked at it that closely. Maybe I don't generally assume the collision is actually what it looks like. But that would neatly explain what's happening, right? Let me see if that lines up. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Okay, I understand the situation now. I don't know why it took me so long, but I do believe I understand the situation now. Let me see if understanding it helps me solve it. Yes, it does. It's not actually that hard. Just rebuild. bum, bum. Ba-da-dum. Okay, it's still hard. But it's possible, now that I know how it works. The way I tried was, of course, impossible, because I was just jumping inside a gap. Ba-da-dum. Bum. Ah. Bum, ba-da-dum. Bum, 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 dum, bum, bum. Okay, so I can't hold myself on that wall. I'm trying to stay on that wall, thinking the spikes would knock me leftwards into it. I'm not sure exactly what's happening, but the spikes are not knocking me leftwards into the wall the way I'd expect. They knock me down. I think they knock me in the wall, but in a way that input locks me and slides me down. So I have to jump off that wall immediately as soon as I reach it. I'm not sure the iframes are enough to jump off the wall immediately. I'll have to figure that out. Whoops. Okay, yes, but I used up all my 3 sentries to damage boost, so I wasn't able to cast any sentries in the air, which I would have needed. I haven't really thought about that yet. Okay, so I'm here. Just jumping off and gliding won't do. I can't see properly. I can see better here. I'm not sure how the spikes work. Maybe you could stick to the back surface there or something. Let me see if Sticky does something here. Bum, bum, bum. Yes, with Sticky I can stay here. And wait, alright, now the jump to the left should work. Alright. One step after the other. And some way you'll get up. Nice! Got this pickup. I like this one. Bonus mark. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. Good bonus orb. Definitely the hardest bonus orb yet. Whew. Okay. Bum bum bum. It would be nice to find a progression that opens things up before I stop for the day. Although sometimes it's nice to just come back another day and maybe have fresh ideas. But experience-wise, I prefer to have opened the world before I start to find a big progression. Bum, ba-da-da. Bum, 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 bum. Did I? Yeah, I reloaded sometime. A bit too far up, that crush, I believe. Bum, da, da, da. Yeah, probably. Oh, actually not. Alright, now all crushers should be done. You open the world and you stay up way too late. Well, I want to quit once I open up the world. So that when I start on the next day, have things to do, things to warm up to before I have to do hard stuff again. I think that way the system works. Right, sentry limit was the issue here. Why don't I just glide jump off that spot? What would hinder me? Bum, 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 bum. Dum, dum. Okay, so I can glide jump off there, no doubt. The problem was, because I get hit immediately, I don't get the full height from the first ground and jump. And without that, I don't think it works. Maybe I can't get to this wall, but can get far enough to get hit by this plant. Now, Munchers seem to knock you rightwards if they face right, unlike spikes, which always knock you left. So hitting this may not be useful. If it would knock me left, then it could get me on this wall, but it probably won't. Oh, you can get quite far up there. And those top Munchers look fake, don't they? Maybe up there is a safe spot somewhere? Okay, better timing on the sentries. Dum, dum. Almuerzo. What do I have to imagine being Almuerzo? Bum, bum, ba-da-da-da. Bum, 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 bum. Dum, dum, ba-da-da. Dum, bum, 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 bum. Huh. Okay. So the problem isn't actually the sentry timing, as I thought at first. It's that I can't get a wall jump off some part in there. Blue ori is so hard to see. At least I have a purple feather that you can use to orientate. Okay, nope. Those top manchas are not fake manchas. Unfortunate. Do I have sticky? Yes, I do. It doesn't seem to do much. Great, take some hits before starting. Make it more interesting. Maybe if you stick to this wall, you'd be safe? I don't know. Did you miss anything? I have this pickup now, another bonus war. I believe that is the full summary of what you missed. Ah, you can stand here. And you can probably glide jump here too. Okay, new strategy. Ah, but I didn't find that initially because if you try to boost the left wall, you get stuck. So you do want to boost the right wall, jump over to the left, and then use that ground to glide jump. That would be my theory. No, okay, I hit the wrong mantra. It's fine. No, heal! Heal! Dum bum 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 ba-da-dum bum bum ba-da-dum. Dum ba-da-dum. Whoops. Better look where you're swimming, huh? Heal! Apparently I'm always trying to heal at the very time that I'm input locked. Maybe because of my reflex to do things after getting hit. That may make sense with Sentry, it doesn't make sense with Regen. Right? Can I heal? Yes? I'm not sure anymore what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I'm not standing on the ground somehow there? Although I was before. Nope. many hits on the right wall do you need? Probably not 3. Maybe 2 are enough? Yep. Okay, I guess I just can't seem to heal in there. I could before, can't now. Not sure what changed. I'll just try without healing. Okay. Whew. Just, no, I'll try a walking glide jump. Just try to get the timing tight enough that I won't KO jump. But, like, I'm thinking if I can't heal, maybe I'm not properly grounded, maybe I can't glide jump either. I really can't tell. Don't really understand what's happening. Ow. Bum, bum. I don't understand it. Bum 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 bum. Can't seem to heal or glide jump. Dum dum bum. Well, not sure I have a new strategy to deal with that. But yeah, it's no glide jump. There was a standing glide jump, so there wasn't really a way to screw it up. And it just doesn't work. Unfortunate. Bum bum da da dum dum bum 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 bum. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum. Maybe that theory just doesn't hold up then. Maybe this theory is better. Oh yeah, this theory is way better. That'll work. I have to work around the sentry limit again. I think I try to use 4 sentries there. But yeah, glide jump from the right wall seems more promising. Fire a sentry first. No, actually, yeah, that's the problem. It's 3 sentries. Not sure what I can do about that. Ba-dum-bum, Sentry limit screws with this theory. Maybe it doesn't work either. I haven't tried hitting this Mancha yet. So far it's still an assumption that it would knock me to the right. Who knows, maybe it magically knocks me to the left. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-da-dum. Ow. If I try to execute it too fast, I'm not sure what happens. But I definitely don't glide jump. It kind of knocked me nowhere at all. But that's much more promising than if it would have knocked me to the right. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, it's another theory. Maybe this one will work out. Maybe. Bum ba-da-dum bum bum. Bum bum ba-da-da-dum. Bum 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 bum. A game theory. Bum bum bum. Ow. Watch where you swim. Ah. Can't stop holding glide if you want to glide jump. That was my best setup too. There really was no need to butcher it. Dum, dum, dum. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, no, you can't stay in there. I think both my theories I had in pools may be possible. I wonder how many of my other options are actually possible. Okay. There I am! Got the teleporter. Not sure why, not sure for what, but wow, that was difficult. Alright, this experience doesn't seem very reachable. Oh, I mean I can fall down, it's fine. Dum, dum, da, da, dum. Wow. Dum, da, da, dum, 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 dum. Wait, which is that even? Pride Park, a limited time emote. Bum, Bum, da-da-dum, bum, bum. Interesting. PogChamp did render something for me. Maybe Francophase has something there already. Maybe they already put something new in place. Bum, da-da-dum. So there's at least one pickup I can collect here, right? Provided it exists, it does. Okay, there is a wall there. Didn't see it clearly until now. But I come to a conclusion about whether or not sentry boosting gives extra height. I can't see it visibly giving extra height. With a task it would be easy to find out. Maybe with the extended manager it can be figured out too. Ice stone piece number 5. Maybe there's just 3 more really difficult ice stone pieces to be found. Could be. Can I break this wall? Fisher though, I just want the wall. I think that's a no anyway. Oh no, never mind, I can't break it. Alright, for whatever reason. Bum, dum, bum, bum, bum. I can swim through here now. 5 out of 8. Huh. So am I aware of all ice stone locations? Is it just 3 more of my options that are actually possible? I have to wonder now. Oh, this wall isn't there. Wow, I'm blind. What made me believe so? No, that was not a question that I'd have answered. Bum, bum. Oh, sticky. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, 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 da-da-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Alright, it's not big progression, but this beautiful and story-loaded place is also a good place to end today. Yeah, it can happen. Sometimes you don't think about the rhetorical questions you ask. It's probably a better habit to just avoid rhetorical questions. Bum, bum, da-da-dum, dum, 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 dum. Bum, bum. Yeah, no, nice. A lot of things happened today again. Oh, what? Is there no Ori online? Bum, ba-da-dum. No Ori went online throughout the past 4 hours, it seems. Dum, da-da-dum. Dum, dum, ba-da-dum. I guess that's the way it is. Bum, bum, dum, bum. Then I'll leave us here in the light of the sun. Alright, so yeah. You're always here, Cosmic Angel. I know you partly have to be because of the Plunder, but it's also just really nice. Thank you for that. And you're quite around too, Chiran. To you both and everyone else who was here, thanks a lot. I shall continue. Well, if I keep up the stream, I shall continue tomorrow. I do plan to, but I'll see. Either way, I'll see you when I'm back. Good day, good night.